Welcome back to another Seattle Seahawks franchise. Today we are going up against the Chicago Bears. They are 1-1 on the season. Jay Cutler is having a decent season, but we are even having a better one. As you can see, Jimmy Graham has been a huge target within the first two games of our season. He came up big against Green Bay. It was an amazing game by him. He will be going up against Martellus Bennett of the Chicago Bears. We come into this game winning back-to-back games, a huge blowout against Green Bay. But our first game was a very close one that we ended up pulling away and winning in St. Louis. So as we begin this game, the Chicago Bears will not be starting out with it. We will be, as Russell Wilson having a pretty decent season. He'd like to step down on the turnovers and have more touchdowns than interceptions, something he's done in every single game, but we like to have less interceptions than we have had in the previous two. Coming into this one, dropping back to pass is Russell Wilson. He's going to roll out to his right and take it himself, and he will pick up the first down. We pick up 14 yards on the play. A 3rd and 4 now. Wilson drops back to pass. He is going to find Jimmy Graham over the middle, who will pick up a first down, and it's a 11-yard pickup. We move to their 48, a 1st and 10. Wilson, play action, dropping back to pass. He's rolling out to his right. He's going to be sacked by Ratliff. Ratliff will pick up the sack on the play. It's a 3rd and 19 on our own 43 now. Wilson drops back to pass. He's looking around. He's rolling out to his right. He's going to throw it deep to the side. It's going to be incomplete. Jermaine Kearse drops the ball. Number 26 almost intercepted it, but it was an incompletion. Here comes Jay Cutler. The interception machine isn't really an interception machine this year. And he comes into this game trying to give his team a good chance of winning this one. 2nd and 4 now. Thrown over to Kevin White. Kevin White will pick up the reception. It's now a 2nd and 11 out on their own 35. Jay Cutler is coming out now with 6:36 remaining in this first quarter. He's dropping back to pass. He's going to lob it in the air, finding Alshon Jeffrey, who gets absolutely smacked by Cam Chancellor, but it isn't good enough to fumble. A 2nd and 7 now. They're on our 41. Cutler is going to find Alshon Jeffrey on the wide receiver screen. And I believe that's Kerry Williams is the one that made his momentum go forward to pick up the first down. A 1st and 10 now. They're on our 34. Handing off to Kerry. Kerry is going to try and carry this team. It's going to be fumbled. Everybody's scrambling around. What's going on? It's going to be picked up by the Seahawks. Brendan McBain is the one that picks the ball up. He will get the fumble recovery, and the Seahawks will take this one, and they will have a great drive ahead of them. But just hold on 1 second. After this, there was a booth review, and this will be reviewed as we will look at the replays here to see if Kerry was on the ground, and yes, he was. So this one will be going back to Chicago. A huge break by Chicago to achieve that. They definitely got a good one right there. A 2nd and 19 now. They're on our 33. Cutler is going to find Wilson. Wilson is going to try and pick up a first down. He will not, but he will pick up 6. They ended up settling for 3 yards. A 1st and 10 on our own 27. Wilson doing a fake. There is going to be a flag on the play, though. We'll see what this one is, and it is going to be on Fuller, who was basically holding Chris Matthews on that one. So it will be a first down, a replay of downs for us. We're going to pass this one to Jimmy Graham. He will pick up a first down. He is just mumbling off guys. He is just rolling right off of them, and he will pick up a first down as we move to our own 47. A 1st 10. Wilson changes the play at the line of scrimmage. Here we are, a 4 verticals. You know what's coming. Wilson dropped back to pass. He's rolling out to his right. He is going to take it himself. He's going to not pick up the first down, but he will pick up, I believe, 8 yards. Anyways, we move to their 41. 1st and 10. Wilson dropping back to pass with a play action. He's rolling out to his right, rolling out to his left, looking around. He is going to lob it in the air to Luke Wilson. The Wilson connection does happen, and the Seahawks will pick up a first down. We move to their 5-yard line, a 36-yard pickup. And the Seahawks are looking really good now as we move into their 5, and we are in the red zone. Almost a touchdown. A 1st and goal now. We're on their 5. Matthews, the man in motion. Wilson drops back to pass. He's going to see Jimmy Graham. He's going to lob it in the air. An aggressive catch. Jimmy Graham is the one receiving it, and the Seahawks will get on the board with the first touchdown of this game. But once again, we did give up another first score, but we do come back and retaliate with a touchdown of our own as they scored 3 and we scored 7. And the Seahawks are looking good on offense after we gave up a field goal. It is now Chicago's turn. Carey is going to get the carry, and he will pick up 12. I know I'm rhyming and doing little jokes. It's funny, I guess. All right, anyways, 1st and 10 on their own 28. Or excuse me, Chicago's on their own 28. They will throw to Alshon Jeffrey, who will pick up 12. On their own 48 now, 2nd and 5. Cutler drops back to pass. He finds Bennett. Bennett will get hit hard by Wagner and Jeremy Lane on the tackle. 3rd and 3. They're on our 35. Cutler, the man in motion. Cutler is going to hand it off to Rodgers. Rodgers will not pick up the first down, and it looks like they're going for another 3 points. As we look at this field goal here, they're on our 37. It's up. It is going to be just to the right. It hits the goalpost, and we will have great starting field position on our own 44 with 9:05 left in the first half. Wilson, play action. Throwing out to his right. He sees Marshawn Lynch wide open. It's just overthrown by a mile. Unfortunately, it being incompletion, we would end up punting the ball away. After that, it was essentially a 3 and out. Carey is getting another carry here, and he will pick up 9 yards. It is now a 1st and 10. He's been carrying the team so far today. On their own 23, Cutler dropped back to pass. He has plenty of time. He does find White over the middle. If I'm not mistaken, that is Kevin White. I really hope I am correct on that, because I believe this is his rookie year, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, on their own 40, Cutler dropped back to pass, 2nd and 6. He throws over to his left. He finds Royal. Royal will take this the distance. If I'm not mistaken, that is Eddie Royal. He will pick up the touchdown, and Royal is absolutely ecstatic for that one as he picks up a touchdown, a 60-yard touchdown, as Cutler and the Chicago Bears will strike back with a touchdown of their own, and it's all but looking like a real fight so far today, as we cannot stop them on offense. A 2nd and 7 on our own 25, running the read option. Wilson is going to take it himself. He's going to juke out one defender a little bit. Gives him out an extra yard. Doesn't juke him completely, though. A 2nd and 4 on our own 41. Wilson changes the play at the line of scrimmage. He's dropping back to pass. He's looking around. He's going to lob it to Chris Matthews. Chris Matthews will be picking up the reception and 6 yards with it. On our own 47 now. 3 minutes remain in this first half. Wilson drop back to pass. Lobs it in the air to Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham cannot make the catch, but Jennings is the one getting the interception. It went off the hands of the defender, I believe, first, and then it went up in the air, and Jennings was the one diving under it to make the interception, as this just does not go too well for Wilson. And it's an unfortunate play for the Seahawks, as now they will have to figure out something. As you can see here, just an amazing play by the defender, going up and basically hitting the ball and giving his other defender, the safety, I believe number 26 or corner, the chance to intercept it. But if you guys would look at the replay, the ball kind of went into the ground. I'm shocked it wasn't a completion, but regardless, a 1st and 10 now. They're on their own 39. Cutler with 1:40 left in this first half, throwing over to White. White once more is being a huge target for him today, and it is now a 2nd and 2 on their own 47. Cutler dropping back to pass. He's looking around. He's throwing to his right. He is looking. He's going to find White once more. White will take it into the end zone for a touchdown, and that is the first touchdown given up by Richard Sherman all season. We will look at this replay. You can just see that White was able to beat his man, which was Richard Sherman and Cam Chancellor, and White would take it all the way for a touchdown. And the Seahawks are down by 2 possessions once again. On their own 23 now, the Seahawks finding Jimmy Graham over the middle for a pickup of 18. On our own 41 now, play action. Wilson drop back to pass. Run out to his right. He's going to lob it to Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham will once more pick up another first down. We move to their 48. We ended up calling a timeout. 23 remains in this second quarter. Wilson finding Jimmy Graham once more. He's been a huge target on this drive, accounting for over 50-plus yards, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 40. Maybe I'm going a little bit too high there. Anyways, it's a 1st and 20 after a holding call by us. It's going to be thrown to Jimmy Graham, who will once more come up huge. Can we have one more big play? 1st and 10. Graham is wide open. He's going to get the catch. Does he get into the end zone? Yes, he does. Jimmy Graham somehow, some way, gets into the end zone, and the Seahawks will end on a high note to end this half. As we look at the replay here, Jimmy Graham just gets across the line with the tip of the football to get a touchdown. I was really scared. I thought that because we had no timeouts, I thought it was going to be terrible for us and we would have to end up getting no points when we could have taken the easy 3. But we gambled there, and the gamble did pay off for us, as the Seahawks will end the first half with only being down 3 points. As we look at the stats here, Chicago is dominating in every single category except rushing and takeaways. But most importantly, they are dominating the score. On their own 19 now, the first play of the line of scrimmage for the second half, carry will be tackled hard by Michael Bennett. Michael Bennett will pick up the tackle. It is a 2nd and 21 on their own 8. Cutler, drop back to pass. He's going to find White once more. White is going to fumble it. He's going to retrieve it once more. And that was a crazy turn of events right there. As you look at this replay, White is essentially, Lane will cause the fumble, but White is easy to pick it up. As Thomas was almost able to pick that one up. A 2nd and 6 now. Throwing over to the right, it's going to be Alshon Jeffrey, and Richard Sherman has given up another reception today. That is a pickup of 12. They move to our 47, a 2nd and 7. Cutler, play action, drop back to pass. He's going to find it over to the left, and Royal almost makes a tremendous catch, but he cannot hang on. A beautiful job by Kerry Williams breaking it up as he made the tackle. A 3rd and 7. They're on our 47. Wilson. Cutler will find Martellus Bennett over the middle for a pickup of 13. They move to our 36, a 2nd and 12. Cutler drops back to pass. He throws over to the right, and Kerry Williams once more making a huge play. He played the receiver, and he took away a reception. 3rd and 12. They're on our 36. Cutler drop back to pass. He finds White, but once more another dropped pass. A huge hit 3 times on that drive, that down. Another field goal. Can they make it this time? It is going to be wide to the right. I believe Robbie Gould is his name. He cannot make another field goal, his second miss of the day. On our own 43, we're getting the ball. Marshawn Lynch is going to go through one defender, and he will pick up 7 on the play, 8, which looked like a terrible play to start with. They're on our 49 now. And off to Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch will get the handoff, and he will pick up 7 on the play. A 3rd and 6. They're on our 38. We're on their 38. Wilson is going to take it himself. He is going to roll to his right. Rolling out to his right. He will pick up a first down. And 11 yards with it. 1st and 10. We're on their 27. Wilson dropping back to pass. He is going to throw a bullet to Jimmy Graham, who will not pick up a touchdown, but he does pick up a first down and 15 yards. Look at his day so far. He's even been better than last week, and we still have 17 minutes to play in this one. Now we are kicking off to Chicago. You know what's coming. Rodgers is going to be hit hard by Luke Wilson, but it is recovered by Royal. Is he going to take this all the way? No, he will not. Mike Morgan coming up huge with a tackle there. That was a huge shock by me when that happened. I was really scared. I was like, woohoo, we got the fumble. We have a great drive ahead of us, but we do end up getting the tackle, and Bobby Wagner is picking up the sack on a 3rd and 12 now. We move to on their own 30. Jeffrey, the man in motion. Cutler drops back to pass. He's looking around. He's going to find Jeffrey. No, he will not. Jeffrey probably saw Cam Chancellor's presence and said, nope, I'm not getting that ball. 1st and 10 now on our own 37. Wilson rolls out to his right. He's going to take it himself. Wilson is going to fumble the ball, but it does go out of bounds. Something fortunate for us to happen today, that's for sure. As this game is tied at the end of the 3rd quarter, we move to the 4th quarter. 3rd and inches. We're on their 31. 11 minutes left in this game. Heading off to Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch will take it himself and pick up 13 yards. We move to their 18. A 1st and 10 now. Running the play action. Wilson dropping back. Rolling out to his right. Trying to do something. Can't make anything happen. It's a loss of 11 on the play. A 2nd and 21. Wilson dropping back to pass. Looking around. He's going to throw it up in the air to Jimmy Graham. The 2nd interception today by Ball. It was just so overthrown. There was no replay on it. Sorry for that, but it is an interception by Ball. And they get great field position, that's for sure. Or they get a good start. A huge turnover for Chicago if they want to win this one. They're heading off to Pasco. I believe he's the tight end of the team, and he will pick up 10 yards. We need to do some better things on defense so far today. We have not. A 2nd and 10. Carey is going to be hit hard by Michael Bennett. That play goes nowhere. 3rd and 14 on their own 34. Cutler, drop back to pass. He's throwing deep to the right side. It's going to be caught by Alshon Jeffrey. A huge catch by Alshon Jeffrey. I do not know how It got through Richard Sherman's hand that was up. As we look at this replay, it was an amazing job, but I'm still trying to figure out the Madden physics here on how he made that catch when Sherman's arm was right in between his arms. It seemed like his arm did nothing for Alshon. 3rd and 3 now. Here come the Bears. Throwing over to the right. Jeremy Lane almost intercepting the ball, but he will not do so successfully. So it's a 1st and 10 now. We're on our own 25, heading off to Marshawn Lynch. We will have to try and come back and score as we are down once more. A 4th and inches. It's taking so long for this play, but we do wind up picking up the first down. Man, I was scared on that one. Anyways, a 1st and 10 on our own 35. 3 minutes remain in this one. Wilson is going to take it himself, and he will run out to the right and pick up 7 yards on that one. Another 1st and 10 on our own 48. Wilson drops back to pass. He's going to throw it to Doug Baldwin. What is going on? It's a loss of 6 yards. He just gets pushed back. It's a 2nd and 16 now on our own 42. We're definitely in 4th down territory. Marshawn Lynch is going to get it. He's not going anywhere, but another loss of yardage. It turns into a 3rd and 17 on our own 42. And luckily the 2-minute warning stopped the clock, but we need to come up huge on this down. A 3rd and 17. Wilson drops back to pass. He's looking around. He's going to find Turbin. Turbin, can he turb it up? No, he cannot. He cannot turn up field and pick up a first down. We were doing a hurry-up offense, 4th and 8 on the 50. We're going to run the 4 verticals once more. Wilson drops back to pass. He sees that Turbin is open. Can Turbin pull up field and make it to the first? Yes, he can. And the Seahawks move to their 39. It's a pickup 11, and the Seahawks are in great field position. A 1st and 10 now. We're on their 39. Wilson drops back to pass. Rolling out to his right. He's going to take it himself. He has so much field ahead of him. He's going to slide to save another fumble happening. It's a pickup of 19 yards. We went to their 20. Wilson, 1st and 10. He's going to throw over the middle. The Wilson to Wilson connection works once more. Another huge play this time. It is in the end zone, and the Seahawks will take the lead. A late one indeed. If I'm not mistaken, that is our first lead of the day. Excuse me, the second lead of the day, but obviously the first lead was a 7-3 lead. But this is huge late in the game with 50 seconds to remain in this one. 50 seconds remain. Cutler dropping back to pass. He's going to take it himself. I don't know what I'm doing with Marcus Burley, but I obviously wasn't doing the right things. They're going to run the hurry up now. 35 seconds remain in this one on their own 36. Cutler drops back to pass. He's looking around. He's going to try and do something. He's rolling out to his left. He can't get it off in time. He will be sacked by Michael Bennett. It is now a 2nd and 21 on their own 26. Cutler drops back to pass once more. This time he finds Carey. Lane misses the tackle by a landslide. It was a hit stick that I should have never done. On their own 46 now. 13 inches. Cutler coming out now. Drop back to pass. He's not finding anybody, but now he finally is able to throw it downfield. It's going to be out of bounds. It will be a 4th and inches. And here come the Bears. If they can do something here, they will have a good chance of winning. If they don't, it is all but over. And it is all but over. Michael Bennett picking up the biggest sack of the day for the Seahawks, which would be the one that clinches this victory, as the Seahawks will begin the season 3-0 as the Chicago Bears will fall to 1-2 on this season. The Seahawks will face the Detroit Lions in prime time next week against the Detroit Lions. I think I already said that, but we will be facing the Detroit Lions, who will try to come up with a victory against us. 24-20 is the final score. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave me a like, a comment, and possibly subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.